Most people don't go broke overnight. It's not one huge mistake. It's 1,000 small ones. Quiet decisions. Invisible habits. Things you do every day that seem harmless. But over time, they drain your bank account and sabotage your future. The worst part? You don't even realize they're happening until it's too late. In this video, we're exposing the subtle, sneaky habits that quietly keep you broke. The ones nobody talks about. The ones hiding in plain sight. Let's start with one of the most common traps. You get a raise. Suddenly, your meals are fancier. Your apartment's upgraded. Your wardrobe gets a refresh. But your savings? Still empty. That's lifestyle creep. The habit of spending more just because you earn more. It feels like progress, but it's really a treadmill. You're running harder, but staying in the same place. A better income means nothing if your expenses rise with it. Real growth is measured by how much you keep, not how much you spend. Then there's subscription overload. $9.99 here, $6.99 there, another $14.99 you forgot about. These microcharges are designed to be painless individually, but together, they quietly bleed hundreds from your account each month. The worst part is you often don't even notice until your bank statement reminds you. Audit your subscriptions. Cancel what you don't use. Don't let digital convenience become financial erosion. Now let's talk about emotional spending. You've had a rough day, so you buy something. Just a little treat. You tell yourself you deserve it, and maybe you do. But here's the truth. Emotional spending is a trap. It feels like self-care, but it's actually self-sabotage. You're treating stress with dopamine. The high fades, but the financial damage stays. Ask yourself, what am I really trying to fix? Most of the time, it's not something money can buy. FOMO spending is another quiet killer. Everyone's going out. Everyone's taking that trip. Everyone's buying that new phone. And you don't want to feel left out. So you swipe your card. Again and again. But chasing inclusion can cost you your independence. You trade short-term approval for long-term struggle. You spend to fit in, but you fall behind. Confidence means being able to say no and mean it. Not every event needs your presence. Not every trend needs your wallet. Next, let's address a habit that sounds harmless, but is incredibly dangerous. Not having a budget. A lot of people think budgeting is restrictive. It's not. It's freedom. A budget isn't a cage. It's a compass. Without one, you're flying blind. You don't know where your money's going. You're reacting instead of leading. Start by tracking every expense for 30 days. You'll be shocked at the leaks. And once you see the truth, you can take back control. Now let's talk about small debts. The kind you ignore. The balance you tell yourself you'll pay later. The interest that quietly stacks while you scroll past it. Small debts grow teeth. One missed payment becomes 3. The total swells. Ignoring it won't make it go away. It only gets worse. Face it now. Make a plan. Cut it off before it starts eating your future. Here's one people rarely talk about. Over-tipping out of guilt. Generosity is beautiful. But tipping out of pressure or discomfort can quietly drain your finances. You tip extra for bad service because you don't want to seem rude. You add more to avoid awkwardness. But tipping is a gesture, not a moral test. Be fair, be kind, but be intentional. Don't let guilt write the check. Let's look at a surprising truth. Buying cheap can keep you broke. You grab the lowest price to save money, but it breaks. So you replace it. Again and again. Cheap isn't always smart. It often costs more in the long run. Think value, not price. Think durability, quality, longevity. $100 item that lasts 5 years is cheaper than $1.30 item that breaks every 6 months. Spend wisely, not reactively. Avoiding financial literacy is a hidden poverty trap. Most schools don't teach it. Most people don't seek it. And that's the problem. If you don't understand money, it will always control you. But the tools are out there. Books, podcasts, free courses, YouTube videos just like this. Ignorance is expensive. Learning is free. The longer you delay understanding money, the longer you stay a prisoner to it. Now, here's one that affects nearly everyone. The constant need to upgrade. The endless chase for the next best thing. New phone, new shoes, new car, new tech. And every time, it feels justified. But constant upgrading is a trap. You're always resetting your financial progress. You never let money grow. You're spending tomorrow's comfort for today's thrill. Learn to be satisfied. Gratitude isn't just emotional, it's financial. Another quiet killer? Not negotiating. Most people assume prices are fixed. They're not. Your phone bill, your rent, your salary, even interest rates. Everything is negotiable if you're willing to ask. But fear, discomfort, or politeness often stop people from speaking up. And it costs them. Ask, always ask. The worst they can say is no. The best could save you thousands. Let's talk about credit. Treating credit like free money is one of the fastest ways to stay broke. A credit card is not an extension of your income. It's borrowed time with interest. Every swipe comes with a price if you're not paying attention. Credit should be a tool, not a trap. Use it strategically. Pay it off monthly. Track it obsessively. Otherwise, it becomes a financial time bomb. There is also a dangerous mindset keeping people broke, waiting for more money instead of managing what they have. You tell yourself, once I get that raise, then I'll budget. Or, once I make more, I'll save. But money doesn't fix habits. It magnifies them. Finally, understand this. Being broke is often a system problem, a mindset problem. It's not always about how much you earn. It's about how you think, what you repeat, and what you ignore. Wealth is built in the shadows. It's built in restraint, in delayed gratification, in awareness, in the courage to say no, in the habit of asking hard questions. Real wealth is boring. It looks like consistency. It looks like saying no when everyone else says yes. So take a look at your habits. Really look. Where is your money going? What patterns are playing out? What justifications are keeping you stuck? The truth is, most people aren't sabotaged by one big financial disaster. They're slowly drained by a dozen little habits they refuse to change. Change the habit, and the result changes too. If this made you think differently, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because sometimes, the first step to building wealth is simply noticing what's been quietly keeping you broke.